Hello, good day to you all. My name is Larry, and I want to talk about a matter that affects everybody in this world. Yes, I've been telling people how those people came into our world and made their own way of life to be part and parcel of our own system, and they target a name, they call it religion. Yes, for the sustainability of this religion, they need to use some means so that people can practice it dogmatically and endlessly. So I reviewed one of the memes in the last video, in the previous video. Yeah, I let me remind you. I said one of those memes is that they tell you before you for you to have so that you can continue to you can so that you can continuously read the Bible, you have to be in on under the influence of a spirit, so that even for the same verse you get different interpretations. Yeah. So well, and right now I will be revealing another meme, which is a very famous one. I call it the concept of born again. Yeah, you know that's so popular. So they will tell you, yeah, you have to born again to get to the real heaven. So which means no matter the kind of crime you might have committed, no matter the kind of life you might have lived in the past, no matter the kind of genocide, or whatever. So it doesn't really matter, in as much you can just make a declaration that you are born again. So those things you've done before or earlier, they are irrelevant, they are no more valid, and they are not useful. It will not nobody will use that to judge you anymore. But the fact is, before these people came into our land, into our space, into our place, we used to have a very good conscience. Our daily life, every day, every time, every second, every minute, you know, is being judged by our conscience. But it's unfortunate that this born again concept has totally eroded this conscience, because definitely you know that no matter the thing no matter the crime you would commit, no matter the atrocity, the havoc you can wreak on another person or another region or even a whole continent or whole nation, you just need a declaration, and this will save you from all these crimes you've done. So this is really unfortunate. It's one of the means these people are using, to propel their religion, so that people can practice this endlessly. Yeah. So when I want to say this, when the white left Africa, when they left the black people, after the colonization, we all thought, okay, these people, they have left, and now we have our independence, we have our sovereignty, we should now, live according to the way we believe. But that's not true. Yeah, truly they left physically, but they were still with us, emotionally, socially, and other thing you might think of. We still dress the way they dress. We still go to our own judicial system. We wear wig. We wear coat. We still use gavel. We still use maize. All those. I mean, maize. For legislation. All those things that are alien to our culture. So really, they left physically, but they still held us in mental captivity. That's why an average African person cannot really think freely. That's why you can see, most innovations in this world are from the white, because an average white person has no limitation to the way he or she can think. So most of the innovations are from them. But an average black person, even when you start thinking, your people around you will say, "Wow, you are a free thinker." Can you imagine what a tag? So you should not think freely. So how should you think if you cannot think freely? They expect you to think in line with a standard. Some people, not some people are set for you. So this has really made Africa to be to have it has made Africa to lag, that's why you can see all this development in this world from the white, because they don't have limitation to the way they can think. They think freely, but they gave us you know uh, thinking restrictions, mental captivity. This thing is highly condemnable, because you know what pains me most is that this thing they call religion has just, they've used it to blindfold us. We follow it dogmatically. Before the inception, I mean, or before they brought these things to Africa, we know the way we live by our conscience. We use our conscience to judge. Or you cannot commit a crime and you say because you just make, this declaration, and you are free of those crimes. This will definitely enable people to commit more crimes. And the what you do in society does not really matter, because in the long run, as much you can just make this declaration, and so you now be, you know, a new person, and even the society will even hear you just because of that declaration, regardless of what you might have done previously. What I just know for sure, lastly, let me say it here, that what I know for sure is that one day the secrets behind this religion and religious people will be unraveled and unfolded. And one day my people will wake up from their slumber, they will wake up and smell the coffee and realize that they just need to live the way of life Almighty God has has set for them. Yeah. So my people, religion is a fraud, is a scam. What we just need to do in this world is to live the way of life the Almighty God has set for us. God has set a standard for everybody in this world, which is natural. We should not allow some people, just because of their level of sophistication or of economic progress, to enforce their way of life on us, so that we can so is that time my people woke up, and that's just the reality. Thank you very much.